Hey everybody, it's Briggsell here, and I have an idea. Now this idea is pretty rough at the moment, so please bear with me, and I hope you understand what I am trying to say, because sometimes it's quite difficult to get a point across. Right, so let's begin. This is ArmA 3, the map. I've been making a little map so I can zoom in and out of the without having to go into the game. It's very basic, it's not particularly very good, it's purely for my ability to basically do this and write all over it like an idiot. This isn't my idea, this is purely for people who may ask where the hell you got the map from. I'll put a link in the description. What this video is about is a simple idea that I've kind of come across and been thinking about for the last couple of days in regards to ArmA 3. What it is it's a stream, a live stream of ArmA 3, but it's something really different. Now let me just run through the logistics of what I'll be kind of showing if I ever get round to doing this. Now let me just switch to my drawing tool. Now for instance, let's just take this kind of area here. Okay, this area is kind of like the middle of the island of Altis. It's kind of like the selected area that I was thinking about doing this on. I mean, I've got no idea about how to make missions and stuff like that in game, so obviously if there was ever anything going forward with this, it would probably have to be an adaptation from something that's already created, or I'd have to get someone on the old team to help out. But as this is only in idea stage, there's no point me even hypothetically talking about that. Let's just come up with the idea. So roughly we've got this kind of location. Let me just switch to another colour. Right, so on one hand you've got the red side, so this is op 4, and on the other side, hopefully this will be blue, yeah, there we go, is blue 4. Let's just call it blue 4 because that's just easy. Okay, right, what I'm suggesting is that we get two cooperative groups together, or one big group, and split them in half. Okay, so for instance, let's just go completely hypothetical. Tier 1 went op 4. Let's switch back to this. Tier 1 went op 4. And we had 16 AA, which is an old group that I used to play with, as blue 4. Now what we could do here is we could have them simulate a battle. Simulate maybe a defense for the blue side and an attack for the red side, or maybe even a complete attack, sort of let's have a big mashup in this area here. Or we could set them different tasks to do in this area. Let's say for instance that the blue 4 want to raid Churchill here to destroy a set of anti-air batteries, or tier 1 a task of trying to capture Colthea from the blue 4, or from the Independence. Maybe what we could even do is, instead of having these places here be completely empty, we could have them with the Greek army. So if it's blue 4, they could come in and try and liberate the area, or the red 4 or op 4 could come in and try and destroy the area and take it for themselves, and then the blue 4 could try and get them out. It's all about what goals you want to set for each of the sides. Now what you could do here is you could then set a time limit, say, I don't know, 2 hours or 3 hours or something, or maybe even a reforce limit. You go through 100 deaths on each team, and then you run out of reinforcements. So you have a 2 hour limit and then 100 reinforcements. I'll just put in because it's easy, and I'm not really good at actually drawing words if that makes any sense. So this is the first stage of an idea. Stuff like this has happened before in ArmA, though. It's not the first time that this idea is a real thing. It's happened before. This is kind of similar to a lot of things that you folks may have seen before. I've tried to do something similar to this before in The Sixth Sense, but it never really worked out very well. But this time round, because of the act and the kind of the live streaming tools that are now available to people, this could, in all honesty, be quite a decent little idea. Because what you could do here, let me just get rid of all this crap. I'm just going to use this now as a canvas. Now what you could do here is mainstream. Stream number 1. What this stream does is it focuses on the action. It's like a casting or a host type stream. It will have each of a stream from each team. So here you could, which one's this? I think this is red. Okay, so red and blue. Okay, op 4 and blue 4. And what can happen is the host and the commentators will commentate about what's actually happening. So they may have an overview of some description. Now each of these streams here will basically have their own stream. Okay, their own stream from their side. So they'll have someone on their team to be a streamer, a dedicated streamer, maybe even 2 or 3 streamers on a thing. And with the use of XSplit, I believe. Now, please, anyone who knows how to use XSplit, I mean, I have it and I've used it before, but I don't think I've ever tried to do this before, but I know it can be done. What you could then do is you can incorporate those streams into the main stream. So, let me try and break this down as simple as possible, getting it out of my messed up brain. First, my main stream is going to be the host commentator stream. What happens here is an overview of what's going on, commentating on where people are moving, and you could also have one commentator on either of the not the teams, but looking at the team streams to say what's going on. And then when something important happens, what you could then do is you could switch to the teams, or switch to the areas which is the most interesting at the time. Think of it like an auto director in CSGO, except that it will be not necessarily automatic, but it will be controlled by the host, as it were. Now, with these things lasting for like 2 hours, it's possible. Now, this is the drawback here, that it's possible that some of this may be a bit damp squid, whatever, in the sense that not a lot may happen for certain periods of time during the stream. What could then be done maybe is to kind of, with the commentators and the host, there could be theoreticals being played here and ideas being placed by the commentators themselves, saying that if the Reds did this or if the Blues did this, then this and this can happen, and basically kind of a workaround. Now, what I want from you folks, and why I've kind of done this in the medium that I've done it, is that I want you folks to give me some feedback. I mean, is this sort of stuff plausible? Because if it's not plausible and it's not doable, then obviously we can just scrap the whole thing. But I honestly think that this could be a quite interesting idea, and it could be quite good for the community of ArmA 3, because what we want to do in ArmA 3 is to try and make this game the best it can be. Now, I'm not saying I'm the person to commentate or to host these things. This is purely an idea. This is not for me to get more viewers or anything like that. That thing here haven't even crossed my mind, because this would require a lot of work to even think about starting, let alone get going. So please, if you have any comments about anything that could do, the fundamentals behind the idea, the the streaming capabilities does XSplit actually do, can XSplit actually do this sort of stuff? If not, then is there a program that we can use to do that sort of stuff? I understand that there are programs out there that allow you to watch multiple streams at the same time. That is not why I want to do this or use that tool to do so, because I'd like to constrain this thing into one stream where you don't get confused what the fuck is going on, because people are going to be there to explain what is going on. Right, that's it. Is there any more ideas you guys may have? Please put them in the comments below. I'm going to try and send this video out to as many people as possible, Reddit and all that sort of stuff, to see if there are any kind of... I really want some feedback to see if this idea is at all plausible. Anyway, link is in the description for this map. It's not a very good one, but it's there and you can use it for whatever you want, maybe just to do what I'm doing and plan shit. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I hope you comment and give me some feedback and let me know. Anyway, hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.